Oh, you can't miss it really, can you?
You can see it.
Just move your head a bit back. Now look, we've got this banner. We brought it down. That's the banner for our 50th wedding anniversary there. I put it on the wall behind us. You can see Pat. They're not very, I mean, it's been a little snap photograph that's been blown up.
They were taken on your dad's camera, weren't they?
Yeah.
Just a little...
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. That's the person, you can't quite see me, I'm just stood right behind Pat. And that other lad there is Andy, who was our best man, who a mate of mine out in Germany in the army. I don't know if it'll help going any nearer with it. I'll turn it round. You can see it clearer now. And that's pretty Pat there, looking over the door, just getting into the back of a car to take us round to Quop. You can just see me stood behind there. And it was a budget wedding indeed, because we only hired half a room. Can you believe that? We had half a room in the Quop, and the room was divided off by a brown curtain. It was like a brown velvety sort of a curtain. And I think at the other side of the curtain was a funeral. So we had half a room for our wedding reception.
It was just a table really to sit at to eat, wasn't it? There was no other, no other space.
No, there was no other space, just a table to eat at. And that's my gorgeous little Pat. She's beautiful. Tracy had that done for our 50th wedding anniversary when we hired the
golf club.
The golf club, yeah. A really nice do.
Yeah.
Went very well. And Pat's got something else.
I'd like to thank Mary for sending me these beautiful little scissors.
Yeah, very similar to that.
Yeah, to the ones I had.
Yeah. That we got lost in the van.
I got sticky on them. Because I used them for banner.
All right.
I have to clean them.
We've just been using them to put the banner up.
Yeah. And Mary and a couple of others were asking about... That's one of my favourites that I did. That's the garden.
You see if it will alter it.
Right.
How does it make it?
Shining because it's glass.
Yeah, glass reflects, doesn't it? It is hard, isn't
but
it?
it's not cross stitch, it's more like little back stitches and things. I keep that on my bedside table. It might be a bit dusty. And this one is one of my favourites. And that's the same, it's back stitch.
Right, that is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely.
It's a little like what do you call them?
I don't know, darling.
You could turn them into little bubbles. That's what these fruits are. Little, like
oh, blackberries.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're blackberries or the
grapes.
No, the oh dear. There's different kind of berries, isn't there?
Oh, elderberries.
Elderberries, that's
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I quite like them too. One's hung up on the wall at side at bed and others stood on my bedside table. So I'm going to look for some more, but I think they're in the wardrobe. You can't keep them all out, can you? You've got to. I've got one with poppies on, red poppies. That's nice.
Yeah.
And the cricket pitch.
Yeah. Oh, I quite like that one.
And the last one I was finishing were a house. And that took absolutely ages, and I ran out of white cotton to finish it off, so I tried doing it in a different colour. I think I'm going to take it out and buy some white.
Yeah.
And finish it how it should be.
Oh, okay. You're very patient. In fact, I've got a lot of patience. Which come in very useful when we were French polishing.
When I was in hospital that time, we were doing a grand lid. Well, it was a big grand, wasn't it?
It was a massive Steinway grand.
Which a company had sent to us to French polish, hadn't they? We'd done all the repairs to the bottom, and
it was just the casework. There was no guts inside it. It was just the casework that they sent to us, and it had turned legs.
Yeah,
and
which
there were
we did,
all
and
chunks missing out of them, weren't there?
Yeah, and you filled them.
Filled them
with
that hard wax
waxy.
that you melt. It's like a wax that's stained, and you can melt it, and it dries rock hard. It
blend
does.
it in,
And shape it in, yeah.
And you had to veneer the lid because there were lumps missing out. And then I'd started French polishing, and then I ended up in hospital. So Trevor were trying to finish the last little bit of French polishing off on there. And I kept saying to him, do it like this. He kept coming to hospital, it's not working, Pat, it's not working.
Yeah.
Try this. Try this. But you really didn't come to grips with it in the end, did you?
I didn't. In the end, I had to ring them up and tell them what had happened, that you'd been taken into hospital. They were really good.
Yeah.
And they just come and picked it up. And they still paid us for it.
Yeah.
So they were really good about it. But we'd done...
We'd done
98% of it were done.
Yeah.
It was just...
the last
that
shine.
lid, spiriting off that lid. I couldn't... There's a process in French polishing called spiriting off. And every time I tried to spirit it off, I'd take the polish back off in a streak. To start building it back up again. Delicate little operation, French polishing. Anyway.
We sorted it all out, didn't we? We give it back to them. I mean, just to tweak it a bit.
I mean, it was rosewood. It was a beautiful, grain.
Piano, wasn't it?
It would have been when the time they'd finished with it. It didn't even have a frame in it. It didn't. It was just the case.
Box, wasn't it?
The case, yeah.
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 You need to be very careful with French polish because you're using a little what do they call material, Trevor? A cotton wadding, and then it's got like wadding inside it, like a bit like cotton wool, but not quite. And you make it into a V shape at the front and twiggle the back round so that you can hold it in your hand like that and go backwards and forwards. And,
call it a fad.
Yeah, fad. And if you got some dust flying about and it landed on the polish that you'd just done and you went with a fad, it'd just drag the polish back off, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And we didn't have a separate room to French polish and sand. And
we're all done in one room.
which shouldn't have been really.
Oh, just dropped again.
Has it dropped?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh well.
No, it's all right.
They've seen it,
We've seen it.
haven't you? So that's a little bit about French polishing. How it can be frustrating.
But you
I used to stand there and go, ah!
But you used to have a container with French polish in it.
Yeah.
And didn't you used to put a drop of oil on the fab?
Yeah.
Olive oil,
Sometimes. It were different. What you did was you started off with quite a thickish polish.
It was a shellac polish.
But then as you were getting near end, you thinned it down with methylated spirits.
Right. So that it were getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was the spiriting off thing. Bodying it up and then spiriting it off.
Yeah.
And you used to go on a figure eight, do a figure eight, didn't you?
Yeah, beginning.
And then go across. I used to watch her doing it, but I never did it myself until that day
time.
that I tried to. It's better felt than tell, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I did say to him, don't do too much, do so much, and then leave it to harden off. Because if you keep going, you just put it on, taking it off.
Softening it, just don't get anywhere.
It needs to go a bit hard, doesn't it, when you've done a bit.
A complicated affair.
Yeah, it was.
Now, I think I can now tell them what's gone on with the insurance company.
Yeah, right.
The insurance company.
Sure.
Yeah. Because it's not settled. The insurance company sent us an estimate of the value of our van for the claim.
Right, it's written off, definitely written off.
The
They couldn't even see what damage was inside. Couldn't even get in.
Couldn't even get in, no. I've seen engineers' report. Were really interesting. A really thorough thing that they do. I must admit.
Yeah.
And the estimate is not far off, but it's just that for me to get a van, that van that we'd had 6 years, and over that period of time we'd done improvements to it, so that we got it to operate in the way we wanted it to. Because we didn't just go on sites, we did a bit of wild camping as well.
Yeah.
So we had it so that we could survive off grid for a couple of days with the setup that we had. So with what's available, I mean, the value that they put on the van was nearly there, a few £1,000 off what it will cost us to replace it, just a few £1,000 short. But that don't mean that we get what we had. We're still going to be short. I mean, the jackery got wiped out in the smash. That needs replacing, because without the jackery, we're stumped. We put the solars on and the leisure battery in there as well, and then the gas flow system that we installed.
The gas flow system was the best thing we had done, really.
Really
because it stopped Trevor having to hump the gas bottles about, because you had to move them from one place to another to get the empty one out. And
you had to lift one down, take the one at the back out, put that one back there and lift that one back and put it in front. You were shuffling them around all the time. Yeah.
So the gas flow system really helped you, didn't it?
It was.
Because you were always banging yourself.
Yeah, I was, yeah. And we
Getting them
thought
in
that
and
it
out.
was hotter as
We
well.
did, we thought
Somehow,
it was
the
hotter.
heating system seemed to operate better on the gas flow system than it did on the bottles.
Yeah. And you weren't as worried about it, were you? Because you could just go top it up.
Yeah,
bit,
we just kept topping it up. Wherever I knew there was a garage that sold it, I'd call in, top it up. So I always knew that
maybe it were only a £5 or £9
to
top it back
cheaper,
up a lot cheaper.
So that needs to be taken into account with the valuation. So we've knocked it back to them. We've accepted what they've offered us as an interim payment. That don't jeopardise the fact that we're knocking it back to be reassessed. But they said you need to accept the interim payment, otherwise you'll lose the hire car. So we've done that. So we've done a list of the things that we're applying for, and that's got to be. I've got assessed. To go up to the post office today to send the V5 off to them, because of course the vehicle's been written off. So I've got to do that today. Yeah. So things
got a couple of jobs
are moving. It means that there'll be some money arriving in our account, and I'll be able to at least leave a deposit on something if we find something that we like. And while ever we've got the car, means we can go and look at things. As soon as they take the car back, means we've got to hire a car then to go and look at vans.
I mean, Tracy says, you're on my car, you can use my car anytime. She can always get bus, but it's not right, is it?
Not making Tracy get the bus to work just so I can borrow a car. It's not fair. No. If it comes to that, we'll hire a car.
Ernie's having a fit because he hasn't been fed yet.
All right.
When I first put him on, he's straight under light to get warm. But as soon as he's warmed up, then he's rattling about on it.
Is that what he does?
Come out, yeah. Yeah, he does.
Right. I think that's it for today, folks. So,
I mean, Tracy were ages last night, wasn't she, on sorting things out with you for what you got to do today, and she's got to print something off, and
well, that's for you, because Pat has got to go to see this doctor on Monday for this personal injuries claim. Still haven't heard from him about mine.
I mean, you were worse than me, and I seem to be concentrating on me mostly. I don't understand that.
I know, it's
strange.
Well, I don't know how it all works.
No.
Yeah. Okay, folks. It's all been well. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.